Welcome back to Artsworld here at the Rainforest World Music Festival in Borneo. Lesego Rampolokeng is a South African writer and performance poet known for his outspokenness. Recent xenophobic attacks in South Africa and election violence elsewhere in Africa have provided Lesego with plenty of ammunition for his sharp tongue.
Grahamstown played a major role during the frontier wars between the British and Xhosa people. These days, the small town hosts the biggest arts festival in Africa. Its population doubles as art lovers and art critics arrive to enjoy 8 days of entertainment. Lesego Rampolokeng's uncompromising poetry is often not what they had in mind.
Black is not what white is not. Black is black. Tender fingers in a clenched fist. We are listening to the blackness inside the dream. Lemsi say. We have to create on the trot.
This is your running order?
Yeah, this is my running order, yeah.
It's guerrilla composition.
How long have we got?
1 hour to go.
The deadline is my middle name.
Lesego's poetry is confrontational. He pushes people to face unpleasant truths about racism. He's angry about the past, but just as angry about the present.
Dung and my pigmentation in the same equation, and from rape to Cairo rolled me uphill before the arrival of snow and chill.
In his latest production, he's not afraid to question the very people he pays tribute to.
Bantu Ghost came about as an attempt at engaging with the writings or the thinking, or whatever it is that drove Stephen Bantu Biko. Okay, he died at the age of 30 in police hands, let's put it that way. The South African state murdered him when he was 30. And last year was the 30th anniversary of his death. But I didn't think that I would be doing him or his legacy any justice by just jumping around and singing his praises as other people had done. Because Stephen Biko took his writings from the people who brought negritude into being. Like my man, Amy Cizé, for instance.
Lesego's production moves from apartheid hero Steve Biko to include other black intellectuals, all focused on restoring dignity to the word black.
There's a lot of what Stephen Biko says that is just an echo of Amy Cizé. Anyway, Cizé taught Frantz Fanon, who then wrote the Bible of the Third World, The Wretched of the Earth, Black Skin, White Mask. But he's a major thinker for me, and he's someone who's really inspired me a lot. See how far we have come since Francis Fanon, Mandela and the wildlife. That is the brief of the tourism board. Still, it's bullets, bombs, blaze that made the carpet red. The smoke of a burning country held its contents in the void. Father, give us absolution, cause we deny what we did.
Lesego wrote the piece, and then we approached Nelisiwe Xaba. The idea of having a poet and a dancer, to just use two very established performance artists to work together to interpret and reinterpret each other's work was something that quite intrigued me.
Nelly's inclusion was not an attempt at having the little pop star and the dancing girls in grass skirts running around, Zulu maidens with their boobs flapping about. It was not it at all. In fact, it was just the opposite. An attempt to shed light on the myth of the African as being all body and no mind, which is what gets sold abroad.
I think that we should be proactive and challenging in terms of our art, and mirror can very often lead to complacency, which is, I think, is a lot of what we're seeing in theatre at the moment. We need to be out there and very strong in our messaging and challenge people.
If more blood had been shed to get out of oppression, less lives would be going down under liberation. Bantu Ghost. Bantu Ghost and Lucky Lips at the monkey parade.
I think it's a conclusion to the whole piece. The feast is dying, it's trying to get up. And the feast, of course, symbolizes Black consciousness movement. As you can see, it's hard for the feast to get up. In this country, suddenly we've gone the other extreme. And I think it's important that people still get conscientized. Or at least we make work like this, that people will be informed about where we come from and where we're going.
They hold the dream hostage, debased to where it's best erased. But we sang revolution. What was begun is never terminated. Perpetual is to what we're fated. Perpetual revolution.
This is the youngest group playing at the festival. Can art help young people turn away from street crime, gang culture and drugs? One top art gallery in London is offering workshops for kids from tough inner city neighbourhoods to discover their potential as artists.
My name's Ross Gibson, I'm 18 and I'm from Kennington. Kennington's an urban estate. It's an area where there's crime at night time, but at daytime it's just like a normal area to the human eye. At night time, it's when it gets dangerous. You have to look over your shoulder wherever you go. But the streets are empty because people are either intimidated and staying in the house, or because everyone's just out of the area or in prison.
One safe place is here, a youth club in South London, where once a week a private art gallery pays artists to teach boys to paint.
Orford House is a place where everyone can just go, jam, talk to each other, play football, play table tennis, go join the art club, whatever. On a Tuesday evening, people can just go there instead of being out on the street in the gang, going out robbing people, getting up to no good. And it just shows them how good life can be without gangs.
Ross and his 12-year-old brother Jordan are regulars.
From coming here, I just learn new skills that help us, like real people. They talk to you as an adult. They don't tell you off or give you detention. So I come here, chill, relax. It is a safer environment because there's not really anywhere apart from my house that I can actually do art without being hassled by people outside or getting told to go somewhere else to do art.
The gallery uses private donations to provide top-quality materials and professional art teachers.
Done it here in the Great British flag, red, white and blue. And I've done dollar signs on my eyes to show that everything's about money in this country.
What do you think, Ross?
The Dulwich Picture Gallery recently put up a show in one of its rooms with the youth club's work, including one of Ross's paintings.
I had a piece of art that I've done myself in a gallery, and to come in and see it up on the wall is honouring. I feel honoured to see my work up on the wall. This painting shows like, my emotions about living in Kennington. I don't like the area because it's kind of dangerous, but it's where I've been brought up. It shows people that everybody's got darker sides to themselves and not everything is just peachy keen in the streets.
The youth club show has been a success with visitors and critics.
Well, we're really proud of this project. We've been working on this youth club in quite a difficult inner city estate for a number of years. And that they're not easy, and it would be silly to pretend that they are, because these are tough to teach. And so we're very excited to have got this sort of quality artwork from kids that people tend to think can't achieve very much. And some of the things that they do are deeply irreverent and shocking and a bit rude, and they love it.
Art to me is to be creative in many ways, but it's more of an emotional thing. It's to get my feelings and emotions out of my head onto paper, to show people that I've got talent, show people what I'm made of, and everyone's got a talent, a hidden talent that they've got, and in my case it's art.
The gallery's efforts have helped Ross earn a place at a London art college, though he lacks confidence and turned it down this year to work instead as a part-time labourer.
Inside me is the person screaming to get out and just go and do art, no matter how hard it is, no matter how, just do it. But my mind's saying, just stick with the job, make the money, just live your life. Don't get yourself more stressed up. If I have money in my pocket, I can go out, enjoy myself, go out for meals, buy clothes, trainers, whatever I wanted. Just enjoy life. My future, ideally, would be some sort of career in art or graphic designing, either that or fitness instructing. have my own house, have a family, children, possibly a wife, just live a normal life, happy without the stress of gangs and criminal activity, just live my own life.
We are rocking the night away here in the rainforest in Borneo. That's it for now. Join us again for another edition of Artsworld.